जय जय हे நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிர்சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியல்ந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
I request the Honorable Governor's permission to commence the function. மாண்புமிகு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களுக்கும் பதவியேற்பு உறுதிமொழியும் ரகசிய காப்பு உறுதிமொழியும் செய்து வைக்குமாறு மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களை கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். I request the Honorable Governor to administer the oath of office and secrecy to the Honorable Chief Minister. Thiru C. Joseph Vijay அவர்கள்.
சி ஜோசப் விஜய் எனும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசியல் அமைப்பின்பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழு முதல் ஆட்சியையும் ஒருமையையும் நிலை நிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் முதலமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியல் அமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒருதலை சார்பும் இன்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். சி ஜோசப் விஜய் எனும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் முதலமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்திற்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் முதலமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன்.
அமைச்சர்களுக்கு பதவியேற்பு உறுதிமொழியும் ரகசிய காப்பு உறுதிமொழியும் செய்து வைக்குமாறு மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களை கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். I request the Honorable Governor to administer the oath of office and secrecy to the Honorable Ministers. திரு என் ஆனந்த் அவர்கள்.
என் ஆனந்த் எனும் நான் சட்டப்படி என் ஆனந்த் என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசின் பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறாக பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன். என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லதா முழு முதல் ஆட்சியும் உரிமையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றுபடியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியலமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒருதலை சாராவும் இன்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். என் ஆனந்த் என்னும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்துக்கொள்வதும் தெரியவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவே மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன்.
திரு ஆதவ் அர்ஜுனா அவர்கள்.
நான் ஆதவ் அர்ஜுனா என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பின் பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழு முதல் ஆட்சியையும் ஒருமையையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியல் அமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒரு தலை சார்பும் இன்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் உளமாற உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். ஆதவ் அர்ஜுனா என்னும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்துக்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று உளமாற உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். நன்றி. தமிழ் வாழ்க.
டாக்டர் KG அருண்ராஜ் அவர்கள்.
நான் KG அருண்ராஜ் எனும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பின் பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழு முதல் ஆட்சியையும் ஒருமையையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியலமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒருதலை சார்பும் இன்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். நான் KG அருண்ராஜ் எனும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்துக்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன்.
திரு KA செங்கோட்டையன்.
KA செங்கோட்டையன் எனும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பட்டுள்ள இந்திய அரசியல் அமைப்பின் பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழுமுதல் ஆட்சியும் ஒருமையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாடு அரசு அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சார்பின்றியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியல் அமைப்புக்கு சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சம் ஒருதலை சார்பும் என்று விருப்பு வெறுப்பு விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையாக செய்வேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். KA செங்கோட்டையன் எனும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டின் அரசியல் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்திற்குள்ளாவது தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்றி தேவையான அளவுக்கின்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன்.
திரு பி வெங்கடரமணன்,
நான்
பி வெங்கடரமணன் என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பட்ட இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பின்பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழு முதலாட்சியையும் உரிமையையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியலமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒருதலை சார்புமின்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்புகளை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகின்றேன்.
நான்
பி வெங்கடரமணன் என்னும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்துக்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகின்றேன். நன்றி.
திரு ஆர் நிர்மல் குமார்,
நான்
ஆர் நிர்மல்குமார் என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசியல் அமைப்பின்பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லா முழு முதல் ஆட்சியையும் ஒருமையையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியல் அமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒருதலை பட்சமும் இன்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பு விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன்.
நான்
ஆர் நிர்மல்குமார் என்னும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்திற்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கின்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். நன்றி.
திரு ராஜ்மோகன் அவர்கள்,
நான்
ராஜ்மோகன் என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசியல் அமைப்பின்பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழு முதல் ஆட்சியையும் ஒருமையையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியல் அமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒருதலை சார்புமின்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதி கூறுகிறேன். ராஜ்மோகன் என்னும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்துக்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன்.
All the best. Keep it up.
டாக்டர் TK பிரபு அவர்கள்.
நான்
TK பிரபு என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பின்பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழுமுதல் ஆட்சியையும் ஒருமையையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியலமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒருதலை சார்பும் இன்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்றும் ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன்.
நான்
TK பிரபு என்னும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்துக்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். நன்றி.
Doctor, nice. All the best.
செல்வி S. கீர்த்தனா.
நான்
சா கீர்த்தனா என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பெற்ற இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பின்பால் உண்மையான நம்பிக்கையும் மாறா பற்றும் கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்றும் இந்திய நாட்டின் ஒப்பில்லாத முழுமுதல் ஆட்சியையும் ஒருமையையும் நிலைநிறுத்துவேன் என்றும் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சராக உண்மையாகவும் உளச்சான்றின்படியும் என் கடமைகளை நிறைவேற்றுவேன் என்றும் அரசியலமைப்பிற்கும் சட்டத்திற்கும் இணங்க அச்சமும் ஒரு தலை சார்பும் இன்றி விருப்பு வெறுப்பை விலக்கி பலதரப்பட்ட மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நேர்மையானதை செய்வேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். நான் சா கீர்த்தனா என்னும் நான் தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசின் அமைச்சர் என்ற முறையில் எனது கவனத்துக்குள்ளாவதும் தெரிய வருவதுமான எந்த பொருளையும் அமைச்சரின் கடமைகளை உரியவாறு நிறைவேற்ற தேவையான அளவுக்கன்றி ஒருவரிடமோ பலரிடமோ நேர்முகமாகவோ மறைமுகமாகவோ அறிவிக்கவோ வெளிப்படுத்தவோ மாட்டேன் என்று ஆண்டவன் மீது ஆணையிட்டு உறுதிமொழிகிறேன். தமிழ் வாழ்க.
the best.
I request the Honorable Governor's permission to close the functions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we humbly request all of you to kindly rise up for the national song Vande Mataram, followed by a national anthem.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Shyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Suprajyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Dhrumadala Shobini, Suhasini Sumadurabhashini, Sukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Koti Koti Kanta Kalakala Ninanda Karale, Koti Koti Buje Dhrita Kar Karwale, Ke Bole Ma Tumi Abhole, Bahubaladarini Namami Tarini, Ripudalavarini Mataram, Vande Mataram. Tumi Vedya, Tumi Dharma, Tumi Hridi, Tumi Marma, Tvam hi Pranaha Sharire, Bahute Tumi Ma Shakti, Hridaye Tumi Ma Bhakti, Tomaroi Pratima Ghadi Mandire Mandire, Vande Mataram. Tvam hi Durga Dasha Praharana Dharini, Kamala Kamala Dhala Viharini, Vani Vidya Dayini, Namami Tvam, Namami Kamala Mamala, Atula Sujala Sufala Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shamalam Saralam Susmitam Bhushitam, Dharanim Bharanim Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Janagana Mana Adinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata, Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga, Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga, Uchchala Jalati Taranga, Tava Shubha Name Jahe, Tava Shubha Ashish Mahe, Gahe Tava Jaya Gata, Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் மற்றும் பதவியேற்ற மாண்புமிகு அமைச்சர் பெருமக்கள் அவர்கள் மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களுடன் குழு புகைப்படம் எடுத்துக்கொள்வார்கள். அனைவரும் அவரவரது இருக்கையில் அமரும்படி பணிவன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். மேலும் சில நிகழ்ச்சிகள் உள்ளன. the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the Honorable Council of Ministers will take a group photograph with the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. We request all of you to kindly remain seated. We have few more announcements to be made. The Honorable Chief Minister will have few more announcements to make. So we request all of you to kindly remain seated. Few more announcements to be made. The Honorable Chief Minister will have few more announcements to make. So we request all of you to kindly remain seated.
Vijay, we can address him officially now as Chief Minister Vijay of Tamil Nadu. He's about to make his first address. The announcer has just said that he has a few things to share in his first address to the people of Tamil Nadu. You heard the swearing in oath, and now the first words by Chief Minister Vijay are imminent. So a group photograph by all those who have been sworn in along with their Chief Minister Vijay, Governor Arlekar, who administered the oath as well. Governor Arlekar, remember, delayed a departure to Kerala where there is a separate Game of Thrones going on. He will be leaving later in the day for Kerala for that separate issue. But here today, history has been made inside the Nehru Indoor Stadium in Chennai, where Vijay is now officially Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So a group photograph, a customary group photograph of the first cabinet ministers of the new Vijay dispensation, for a photograph that will go into the history books as analysts, commentators, observers, students of politics will still be digesting the full implications of this incredible mandate by a first-time film star politician who has entered the fray and upturned the dominance of the Dravidian parties for the first time in 50 years. We understand that Chief Minister Vijay will be signing his first order any moment now, and then he will speak. After the swearing-in ceremony officially comes to a close, we understand that he will be visiting the Congress office with Rahul Gandhi. He is likely to visit the Periyar Memorial as well. Remember, Periyar is counted among the icons that he considers to be the legends and inspirations for the TVK. And there could be a visit to the State Secretariat, which is completely decked up in anticipation of the arrival of the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, where work begins on day one. So decked in a black suit, Vijay, who had by-hearted the entire oath and made a very theatrical swearing-in moment for himself, was hugged by each of the persons who was sworn in alongside him. They become Team A. The A team of Vijay has been sworn in along with him in these pictures that are on your screen live at this very moment. Let's go straight to our political editor, Vasudha Venugopal, who joins us live now. Vasudha, the swearing-in ceremony is done. Vijay can now officially be addressed as Chief Minister Vijay. Incredible for this moment to sink in. Millions of voters will be, watching these live pictures on NDTV and, absorbing the fact that the day is finally here, that Thalapathy Vijay is now Chief Minister C. Joseph Vijay. It's day one already. Give us a sense of where he goes from here. Vasudha, we're hearing Congress office, Periyar Memorial, State Secretariat. Give us a sense of what lies ahead on day one for Chief Minister Vijay.
Vijay, as I'm told, Shiv, looks at today as his first day of work, and like we've been reporting since morning, that today is also going to be, his day of going to the Secretariat. He'll be making his first announcement as the Chief Minister soon. A lot of documents are going to be signed, policy papers are going to be signed, and that is something that he wants to send across right in the beginning, that he wants to change the culture of governance and politics in the state. And when I looked at his face today, I did feel that he was also overwhelmed because, the kind of love and adulation that he has gotten, not just from his supporters, from his fans, from, even from people who didn't think that he was capable of becoming the Chief Minister. It's important to understand that this is a big moment for him as well, because he's a mass star. He's not used to, used to answering questions, and now he will sit on that very important position. From here, of course, I'm told that he will be going to the Congress office, is what I hear, and of course the Periyar Memorial is also there. But now, a couple of takeaways from, the swearing-in ceremony. It looked like each one of them had actually prepared their lines and come. There was no fumble, there was no mistake. And Vijay added the dramatic touch to his own oath-taking. It was very dramatic. It was almost like a film performance. And he seemed quite overwhelmed with the kind of, cheer that was going on for him. But he hugged each one of them who took oath. That also means that these are his closest people. He wants to empower them. He wants to give them a lot of confidence, but he also expects that they deliver. So from here on starts the journey of TVK and Vijay. Will change the history of Tamil Nadu.
To sign his first order and make his first address to the people of Tamil Nadu. Let's listen in. What Chief Minister Vijay's first order is going to be. This would have already been, of course, pre-planned under advice. A separate top-level huddle has taken place even before the swearing-in over what the first few days of this government are going to be. Remember, immediately that floor test will happen by Wednesday, by which time the majority has to be proved. Let's listen in.
மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் 2 மாதங்களுக்கு 500 யூனிட் வரை பயன்படுத்தும் வீட்டு மின் நுகர்வோர்களுக்கு 2 மாதங்களுக்கு 200 யூனிட்கள் கட்டணமில்லா மின்சாரம் வழங்கும் ஆணையிட்டுள்ளார். மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் பெண்களின் பாதுகாப்பினை மேம்படுத்தும் பொருட்டு தடுப்பு மற்றும் பாதுகாப்பு யுத்திகளை முதன்மை மற்றும் ஒற்றை இலக்கை கொண்டு செயல்பட சிங்கப்பெண் சிறப்பு அதிரடி படையை உருவாக்குவதற்கு ஆணையிட்டுள்ளார்.
A special force will be made to protect women. These are orders that Vijay is signing. First is electricity, free electricity, as promised.
கடுமையான நடவடிக்கைகளை எடுக்கும் பொருட்டு அனைத்து மாநகரம் மற்றும் மாவட்டங்களில் போதை பொருட்கள் தடுப்பு படை
anti-drug task force will be made to crack down on drugs.
மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள்
3 orders signed so far. The first one was for free electricity. The second one was for protection of women, Singapore special force, which will be set up to protect women. And the third that they are giving is about anti-drug squad to crack down on drug abuse. These are 3 very, very important.
Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu to address the gathering. மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் உங்கள் முன்னால் உரையாற்றுவார்.
என் நெஞ்சில் குடியிருக்கும் உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய வணக்கம். வணக்கம் வணக்கம். என்ன சொல்றது, எப்படி ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுன்னு தெரியல. சினிமாவில் எப்படியாவது கஷ்டப்பட்டு வெற்றி அடையணும்னு இருந்த ஒரு சாதாரண அசிஸ்டன்ட் டைரக்டருக்கு பிறந்த ஒரு புள்ளையா,
after a lot of struggle, a normal ordinary assistant director's son,
வறுமைனா என்னன்னு எனக்கு நல்லாவே தெரியும்.
I also know what is poverty in my life.
பசினா என்னன்னு எனக்கு நல்லாவே தெரியும்.
I know what hunger is.
நான் ஒன்றும் பெரிய மன்னர் பரம்பரையிலிருந்தெல்லாம் வந்துடல.
I am not born in a royal family.
உங்கள மாதிரி தான்.
I am like you.
ஒருத்த மாதிரி தான். உங்க குடும்பத்துல ஒருத்த மாதிரி தான்.
amongst you.
உங்க புள்ள மாதிரி தான்.
I am like your son.
உங்க அண்ணா மாதிரி தான்.
I am like your brother. I am like your younger brother. I am like your older brother. I am like your son.
அப்படிதான் நான் உணர்றேன்.
That's how I feel.
நீங்களும் என்ன அப்படி நினைச்சதுனால தான்.
It's because you also thought of me like that.
எனக்கு ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு இடத்தை ஒன்று கொடுத்தீங்க.
You gave me such a huge place in Tamil cinema.
அதையெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு
now leaving all that
உங்களுக்காக நன்றி கடன் செலுத்துறதுக்காக
to give you my thanksgiving, my gratitude.
இந்த விஜய
you know you have made your Vijay.
நாங்களா இருக்கோம் பாத்துக்கிறோம்.
Your Vijay.
விஜய் தம்பி நீ வா நாங்க இருக்கோம்.
You told him that you come Vijay brother. We are there to take care of you. That's the message that you've given me.
நீ வா நண்பா நாங்களா இருக்கோம்னு சொல்லி.
People sounded like, you're my friend, come over. We will take care of you. With so much love, with so much relationship, you have accepted me.
இந்த நேரத்துல இத நான் சொல்லணும்.
I must say this at this time.
இந்த processல
in this process
எனக்கு எவ்வளவோ கஷ்டங்கள்
I have faced a lot of hardships.
எவ்வளவோ இந்த அவமானப்படுத்துனதெல்லாம் ஒரு பக்கம் இருந்தாலும்
many people have humiliated me.
கூட நின்ன உங்களுக்கும் அதே மாதிரி கஷ்டங்கள் அதே மாதிரி அவமானங்கள்.
It's not just about me. People who stood with me also faced, like you have also faced this humiliation and difficulties. You did not let any of that affect you. You made all my sufferings your sufferings and my pain your pain.
See Joseph Vijay enum naan.
Today, all this has made me say today that see Joseph Vijay me.
அத வந்து உண்மையாக்கி இருக்கீங்க.
You have made this oath taking a reality.
என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல.
I don't know what to say to you.
என்னுடைய உறவுகளே, என்னுடைய சொந்தங்களே,
my relationships, my people.
தூதன்லாம் கிடையாது.
I am not a messenger of God.
ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வாழ்ற ஒரு சாதாரணமான மனுஷன்தான்.
I am a normal man.
சொன்ன மாதிரி அது செய்வேன் இது செய்வேன் வாக்குறுதிகள்லாம் கொடுத்து உங்களை நான் ஏமாத்த மாட்டேன்.
I will not make false promises and cheat you.
அது மட்டும் தான் நான் செய்வேன்.
I will only do what is possible.
கேள்வி ஒன்னு வரலாம். அப்ப சாத்தியம் இல்லாததை செய்ய மாட்டாங்களா? செய்ய முடியாது.
You may have a question.
கேள்வி ஒன்னு வரலாம்.
What is not possible will not be done.
எது வந்தாலும் பாத்துக்கலாம். என்ன வந்தாலும் பாத்துக்கலாம்.
With so many crore people with me, anything that comes, we will do. We will manage. We will take care of anything that comes. We will achieve anything that comes. Any target.
இன்னைக்கு நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு கவர்மெண்ட் இருக்கிற அந்த நிலைமையை பத்தி நான் உங்ககிட்ட நான் சொல்லணும். கிட்டத்தட்ட 10 லட்சம் கோடிக்கு மேல கடன் வாங்கி வச்சுட்டு போயிருக்கிற தமிழ்நாடு அரசு இருக்கிறப்போ கஜானாவை சுத்தமா தொடச்சி வலிச்சு வச்சுட்டு போயிருக்கிறப்போ
they have cleaned up the coffers of the state.
சுமையை ஏத்தி வச்சுட்டு போயிருக்கிறப்போ
they have put on us a burden which is very difficult to carry.
So அப்படிப்பட்ட
in this situation
ஒரு நிலைமையில தான் இந்த பொறுப்பை நம்ம கையில எடுத்துக்கிறோம்.
This situation is where I am taking up this responsibility.
உடனே நீங்க நினைக்கலாம் என்னடா இவர் ஏதோ பொறி வச்சு பேசுறாரா அப்படிட்டு. அப்படி எல்லாம் எதுவுமே கிடையாது.
I am not saying anything underlying what I'm saying.
என்ன இருக்கு என்ன இல்ல எது எந்த நிலைமையில இருக்கு எது எந்த நிலைமையில இல்ல. சோ அதையெல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு வெள்ளை அறிக்கையா அது வெளியிடணும்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். ஒரு
I will give you a white paper on what the situation in the state is. It will be a very transparent government which will tell you what our problems are. This is the state that the state is. I will take it forward from there. I will show you where the state is today and then take it forward. And I want complete transparency.
தமிழ்நாடு பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் யாரையாவது
as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned,
அப்படின்னா இந்த மூஞ்ச மூடிக்கிட்டு போய் சந்திக்கிறதோ
people cover their faces to go meet people.
இந்த மறைமுகமா உங்களுக்கு தெரியாம போய் சந்திக்கிறதோ அப்படி எல்லாம் நான் செய்ய மாட்டேன். எதுவா இருந்தாலும் வெளிப்படையாக ஒளிவு மறைவு இல்லாம தான் செய்வேன். எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் அவகாசமும் நீங்க கொடுக்கணும்னு நான் ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி கேட்டுக்கிறேன்.
I also request you to give me some time. I need time.
படிப்படியா நிறைவேற்ற நான் ட்ரை பண்ணுவேன், நிறைவேற்றுவேன்.
I will try to fulfill everything that I've said, but I need some time, and if you give me that time, I will be grateful. This is your government.
பெண்கள் பாதுகாப்பு ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்டா வச்சிருப்பேன்.
I will make sure that women's safety is extremely
போதைப்பொருள்
important.
கலாச்சாரம் அதை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்றதுக்கு என்னென்ன ஸ்டெப்ஸ் எடுக்கணும், என்னென்ன முயற்சிகள் எடுக்கணும், இன்னிலிருந்து அதை நான் எடுப்பேன்.
I will start from today to take these actions.
நம்ம பசங்களை அதில இருந்து காப்பாற்ற வேண்டியது நம்ம அரசனுடைய பொறுப்பு.
To protect our youth from drugs is the responsibility of the government.
பாதுகாப்பை நான் உறுதிப்படுத்துவேன். என்ன அவமானப்படுத்துறவங்களாகவே இருந்தாலும்
I will make sure that law and order is the same even for those who are இருந்தாலும் and those who are மக்கள் தானே. You are also
நண்பர்களாக இருந்தாலும் எதிரிகளாக இருந்தாலும்
whether you are a friend or an enemy,
மக்கள் தானே.
The law will be the same to you. You are still my people.
அது மாதிரி இந்த அடிப்படை விஷயங்கள் கல்வி, ரேஷன்,
as far as fundamental things are concerned, like education,
இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள்ல தான்
transport,
கவனம் செலுத்தணும்னு எனக்கு
தோணுது. My focus will be there first. My focus will be on fundamental issues.
நான் முன்னாடியே சொன்ன மாதிரி மக்கள் பணத்துல இருந்து ஒரு பைசா கூட நான் தொட மாட்டேன்.
I will not touch a single penny from the people's fund. And I don't need that
நல்லாவே
money.
தெரியும். இந்த விஜய் தப்பு பண்ண மாட்டான்.
You know that Vijay will not make a mistake.
அது யாராக
இருந்தாலும் he will not allow anybody to make a mistake as well.
என் கூடவே இருக்கிறவங்களாகவும் சரி விட மாட்டான்.
I will not even allow those who are with me in my government to make mistakes.
யாருக்காவது அப்படி ஒரு எண்ணம் மனசுல இருந்துச்சுன்னா நம்ம ஜெயிச்சிட்டோம், ஒரு ஆட்டம் ஆடி பார்க்கலாம்.
Suppose anybody has this impression that we have won, let's do our dance.
இருந்துச்சுன்னா இப்பவே இந்த நிமிஷமே அதை எரேஸ் பண்ணிருங்க.
I tell you right now, forget that thought. I don't want you to be arrogant in victory.
இங்க ஒரே சென்டர் தான், என் தலைமையில் உண்டான சென்டர்.
There is only one center and this is around me.
இந்த பக்கம் ஒரு பவர் சென்டர், அங்க ஒரு பவர் சென்டர்.
There will be not many power centers. There is only one power center and that's around me.
பெண்கள், இளைஞர்கள், விவசாயிகள், அரசு ஊழியர்கள், ஆசிரியர்கள், உழைக்கிற மக்கள், மீனவர்கள் எல்லாரும் நம்ம டிவிக்கு அரசு நல்லா இருப்போம்,
fishermen,
நல்லா இருப்போம்.
teachers, all those who are workers will be, all those who are working hard will live very well in my government.
நம்ம சமரசம் இல்லாத அடிப்படை கோட்பாடு. சிறுபான்மை சகோதரர்களே, உங்களுக்காக நம்ம டிவிக்கு அரசு கூடவே நிற்கும்.
We are a secular government. We will stand with you. Please have no questions or doubts about it.
முகம்தான் இந்த விஜயனுடைய முகம்.
The face of the minorities is also the face of this Vijay. We are 100%
சூழலை ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுத்த தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்கள், ஒட்டுமொத்த மக்கள் உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் இந்த நேரத்தில் என்னுடைய நன்றியை தெரிவிச்சு.
I thank all you people of Tamil Nadu who have created this
முக்கியமான நன்றி சொல்லணும். அது இந்த விஜய் மாமாவோட குட்டி நண்பா நண்பி.
I also have to thank this Vijay Mama's young
இது நடந்திருக்கு.
Friends.
உங்களுக்கு எப்படி நன்றி கடன் செய்யணும்?
I know.
உங்களுக்காக
what my gratitude and thanksgiving to you will be.
எல்லா நல்ல விஷயங்களையும் உங்களுக்காக இந்த விஜய் மாமா செஞ்சு கொடுப்பான்.
I will do all good things for you all.
கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா இருங்க.
Your Vijay Mama will do all good.
அதே மாதிரி இன்னொருத்தவங்களுக்கும் நான் முக்கியமா நன்றி சொல்லணும்.
I must also thank another person.
நீங்க தான் என்னோட உயிராச்சே.
How can I forget you? You are my
வெற்றி கழக தோழர்களே,
my TVK cadre and friends.
உண்மையிலே சொல்லணும்னா நீங்க இல்லனா எதுவுமே இல்ல.
If I have to tell the truth, without you there is nothing.
நிர்வாகிகளுக்கும் வாக்கு சாவடி முகவர்களுக்கும், my dear virtual warriors,
my warriors, my WhatsApp warriors,
உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் கோடான கோடி நன்றிகள்.
I thank crores and crores of thanks to all
எல்லாரும்
of you.
சேர்ந்து ஒரு fresh governance, ஒரு new governance ஒன்னு கொடுப்போம்.
Let's together start a new fresh
This is a new beginning.
This is a new beginning.
A new era of a real secular social justice starts now. மக்கள் நலன்களை மட்டுமே லட்சியமாக கொண்ட நமது அரசுக்கு பக்கபலமாக நின்று ஆதரவை வழங்கியுள்ள காங்கிரஸ் பேரியக்கத்தின் தலைவர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு மல்லிகார்ஜுன் கார்கே அவர்களை, பாராளுமன்ற எதிர்க்கட்சி தலைவர் மதிப்புக்குரிய மை பிரதர் திரு ராகுல் காந்தி அவர்கள்,
referring to Mallikarjun Kharge, calling Rahul Gandhi
காங்கிரஸ் கட்சியின் பொதுச் செயலாளர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு கே.சி. வேணுகோபால் அவர்கள், தமிழ்நாடு காங்கிரஸ் தலைவர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு செல்வ பெருந்தகை அவர்கள்,
mentioning the names of the Congress leaders,
நண்பர் பிரவீன் சக்கரவர்த்தி அவர்கள்,
my friend Praveen Chakravarti,
CPI-M கட்சியின் தேசிய பொதுச் செயலாளர் மதிப்புக்குரிய தோழர் திரு M.A. பேபி அவர்கள்,
CPI General Secretary,
மதிப்புக்குரிய தோழர் திரு பி. சண்முகம் அவர்கள், அரசியல் தலைமை குழு உறுப்பினர் மதிப்புக்குரிய தோழர் திரு கே. பாலகிருஷ்ணன் அவர்கள், பாராளுமன்ற உறுப்பினர் மதிப்புக்குரிய தோழர் திரு சு. வெங்கடேசன் அவர்கள், நமது அரசுக்கு ஆதரவு வழங்கியுள்ள விடுதலை சிறுத்தைகள் தலைவர் மதிப்பிற்குரிய அண்ணன் திரு திருமாவளவன் MP அவர்கள், நாடாளுமன்ற உறுப்பினர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு ரவிக்குமார் அவர்கள், சட்டமன்ற குழு தலைவர் மதிப்பிற்குரிய திரு வன்னி அரசு அவர்கள், CPI கட்சியின் தேசிய பொதுச் செயலாளர் மதிப்புக்குரிய தோழர் திரு டி. ராஜா அவர்கள், மாநில செயலாளர் மதிப்புக்குரிய தோழர் திரு M. வீரபாண்டியன் அவர்கள், முன்னாள் தமிழ்நாடு மாநில செயலாளர் மதிப்புக்குரிய தோழர் திரு ரா. முத்தரசன் அவர்கள், இந்திய யூனியன் முஸ்லிம் லீக் கட்சியின் தலைவர் மதிப்புக்குரிய டாக்டர் திரு காதர் மொய்தீன் அவர்கள், நாடாளுமன்ற உறுப்பினர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு நவாஸ் கனி அவர்கள்,
mentioning IUML leaders now.
வருக வருக என்று வரவேற்கிறேன்.
I welcome all of you.
இந்த மாதிரி நேரத்துல எனக்காக நீங்க குரல் கொடுத்ததுக்கும் எனக்காக நீங்க சப்போர்ட் பண்ணி கூடவே நின்னதுக்கும் உங்க எல்லாருக்கும் இந்த நேரத்துல என்னுடைய நன்றியை தெரிவிச்சுக்கிறேன். கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா இருங்க.
Be confident.
நல்லதே நடக்கும்.
Only good will happen.
நிச்சயம். மீண்டும் சந்திக்கும் வரை இல்ல மீண்டும் மீண்டும் சந்திப்போம்.
Till I meet you again and again.
நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you. And vanakkam. That's Vijay there making his first speech.
A very cinematic speech there by Vijay. As Veera, I'm just coming to you for the big takeaways from that speech. A big cinematic, very theatrical, emotive speech by Chief Minister Vijay, his first address to the people of Tamil Nadu, right after 3 big announcements: free electricity, a special force for the safety of women, and a special protection force for youth against drugs. So the 3 big announcements. Selfie time for the Chief Minister with the people who've been sworn in along with him. Let's look at these pictures that are playing out live on the stage of the swearing-in ceremony, where it is selfie time. Rahul Gandhi and everyone on stage, Vijay taking a selfie with the leaders on stage. Another Kodak moment in a morning that has been filled with viral moments. Also with the crowd, and these are pictures for the social media army of Vijay, which has been such an instrumental part of this incredible movement that has propelled him to the seat of the Chief Minister. With folded hands, Vijay thanks the crowd in continuation of a very emotional speech where he reached out to them, said, "I am your son, I am your brother, and that I will do no wrong. You must give me some time, and that I am honest, I am committed." The big images of Vijay with Rahul Gandhi that send out a very clear signal moment of the TVK Congress relationship. Remember that Vijay and Rahul Gandhi are of a similar age. They come from a similar generation. They've been touched recently as well as over the years. Vijay had once tried to join the Congress party in 2009, but had been told to take the Youth Congress route. And now 17 years later, look at where things are. Vijay with 100 seats, the Congress with 5, but they're sharing a stage They're not equals, certainly politically in Tamil Nadu, but this is a relationship that has been based on trust between each other. And this is an image that will radiate to different parts of the country. Veera Raghav is live with me. Vasudha also live with me. Veera, first impressions of the speech, the announcements made by Chief Minister Vijay.
I can see those images. The images are still playing out. He's just going to step off the stage. The first optics is very, very clear. Sending out a message that what he promised. It's a crackdown on drugs, about women's safety, and about free electricity. Sending those three top messages. Also declaring that the state coffers are empty. It's been swindled. It's been wiped clean by the past government. And this is where I'm starting. He's promised a white paper and complete transparency on where the state is at the moment. I don't know if he actually meant a white paper in the assembly, but he meant something of clean transparency and bringing to the people exact information about where the state is right now. And he asked for more time. So this is Vijay sending out a message of two very, very important messages. I don't know how this will work out administratively, Shiv. He said there's only one power center. Everything revolves around me. It's the kind of message that he sent during the election campaign. It's the message that he sent right now. He said everything revolves around me. I'm the power center. Thanked all the allies, reached out to the minorities, sent out a message very clearly that he's taking the minorities along and he's a secular face. Thanking all his coalition partners, calling Rahul Gandhi his brother, calling Tirumavalavan his brother, sending out a message to his young fans. So this is Joseph Vijay's first speech. He's delivered a cinematic first speech. We'll have to wait for the action to play out. He said, lights, camera, action begins. What the story is going to be, Vijay, the Chief Minister, will unfold in the coming days. Fascinating and very, very interesting. I don't think we've seen an oath-taking ceremony so huge and so symbolic in the recent history of Dravidian politics.
And this is a state where, the confluence of cinema and politics has a, well-defined heritage. And here you have the latest entrant, the latest chapter of that nexus of politics and cinema in the form of C. Joseph Vijay, who is now the Chief Minister. Vasudha Venugopal, our political editor, is also live with us. Vasudha, the ceremony is over. A very cinematic speech, drenched in emotion, appealing to, people to consider him not just their Chief Minister, but their son and brother as well. Ticking all the boxes in terms of stirring people's hearts on day one as Chief Minister. Vijay seemed to strike all the right chords. But give us a sense, not just of your takeaways, Vasudha, what stood out for you from what he said, but also what lies ahead on day one for Chief Minister Vijay.
Well, Shiv, we at NDTV have been reporting since the last 1 week that the priorities of Vijay's government will be women's safety, easing the burden on the urban poor, and drugs. This is every government talks about drugs, but Vijay in all his internal meetings has been very categorically saying that every mother in Perambur has come up to me and said that she wants some respite on drugs. So those three decisions have been taken. And I was sitting with a group of sanitation workers watching the screening, watching the oath-taking ceremony at a screening here. And the only thing all these women sanitation workers kept saying is, Kannu kalanga kudadu, like, Talapati, don't bring tears into your eyes, otherwise we'll start crying. So that was the sense of emotions that I captured, because it just seemed like Vijay was overwhelmed, but it seemed like he had practiced what he wanted to say. I know for sure that the black suit that he was wearing, he did get that ready specifically for the swearing in, because this is a big moment for him, his family, his fans, people who have supported him. And he also made it very clear that, when it comes to governance, people will have to give it time. He said that, give me time, I will do what you want. And he said that I'm going to see you often. He said that, it's not that I'm going to see you later, I'm going to come and see you often. That's what he has said. He's also talked about the DMK governance. He said that, the coffers are empty now. I'll really have to work hard to get that filled. But most importantly, he has said that this is a new era of social justice and secular politics, which means that his outreach to the minority stands very consistent. He has called Rahul Gandhi his brother, Praveen Chakravarti his friend. This is the man who facilitated his relationship with the Congress party, the specific address to both of them, and also Tirumavalavan, his brother. So a new lot of relationships being built in Tamil Nadu, even as the TVK and other allies get together. But it was in some ways gracious of Vijay to acknowledge all the allies, but he made it clear that when it comes to the power center, it's just Vijay, and that also reflects in the cabinet that was sworn in today. Only his ministers, 9 of his ministers, and he himself as the Chief Minister.
Okay, I just want to show you some pictures from the... These are all leaving. They've just witnessed of Vijay. You're lucky enough to be inside the stadium and be part of that incredible cinematic performance by Vijay as far as his first official speech as Chief Minister is not something that people will forget in a hurry. But Veera, if I could come back to you, the imagery of the selfie, mentioning all the Congress leaders, referring to Rahul Gandhi as his brother. Take us through the importance of that. And the reason I ask is because we hear that from here, Vijay is likely to go to the Periyar Memorial and then visit the Congress office, Veera. Tell us about that relationship and why it's important.
Look, it's extremely important. At the moment he's sending this out, look, you don't have politicians who come out openly. Not even the Prime Minister comes out openly say that I'm the only power center, there's no other power center. Vijay categorically reiterating that he's the only power center. And I think while the allies, the Congress and others have supported him, they will be watching what this really means. What this really means for them, because these are old world politicians and political parties which want some kind of share of power. So it's the question of what really means for them and for the established political forces. I think there are two aspects here. One is Vijay wanting to start a completely new era of politics, going straight to the people, going beyond the machinery and telling the people that this is your government. I am the one who's responsible for things. I will not allow anyone to make any mistake, even those with me. And then thanking the allies and going one by one. He went to the CPI, he went to the CPI-M, he reached out to Tirumavalavan and the VCK, he's reached out to the IUML. I think the larger optics of this is to both state categorically that he is ideologically consistent. He is not a departure from traditions of Dravidian ideology or the Periyar ideology. While it may be a practical departure in some ways, he generally subscribes to it and endorses it. And then he's also going to his Congress, which is the first ally which came across to him. I think the Congress and Vijay seem to have cemented a very, very strong relationship. And I think that's the most important aspect, the equation between Vijay and Rahul Gandhi, and also the message he sends across to the minorities. Shiv. Right, so that's...
Veera, I'm back. Vasudha, in on that Congress aspect, I'm going to come to the others. The crowds are leaving from here at the Nehru Stadium. The large number of people who were lucky enough to be inside are slowly making their way out. The spectacle is over. Now it's time to get to work for Vijay. A few more ceremonial actions before he visits the State Secretariat a little later, Vasudha. He's already named his first orders, as Veera was describing, electricity, crackdown on drugs, safety of women through a special force. What else, are going to be his big governance priorities? What did you pick up from that speech that indicates what's on his table, Vasudha?
Have come in here, and Rahul Gandhi and Vijay could pass by this road any time now, so there's a lot of security in there. But just to take you through the takeaways of today, nobody expected Vijay to give a political speech. His parents were there, all the allies were there, and he has made it very clear that there's going to be one power center only. He's also said that this is going to be a new era, new innings for secular social justice politics. More importantly, he has said that there's going to be only one power center. He said that people need to give him some time because it's not going to be that easy. But he said that that doesn't mean that I'm putting any conditions. I'm going to give you what you want. This is your Archie. This is your government. That is, he has said, I'm just one of you, one of your family. It looked like he was very, he had almost practiced his line. So, it was a very dramatic oath taking that we saw. But the But the announcements that he has made today are something that he has been very passionate about. In all his internal meetings, he has been talking about drug abuse. So there are going to be special provisions. There's going to be a special act as well, and some security aspects for women as well that's going to be put in place.
Okay, special forces for women are going to be put in of Chennai now that Vijay is going to be visiting. So there will be security in all of those places. But I just want to, walk into the crowd a little bit here, because these are the people who witness a piece of history here in Tamil Nadu. These are the people who had invitations to get inside the Nehru Stadium and watch Vijay make that spectacular speech. Remember, this isn't just a politician, but an absolute uber film star of enormous popularity and the Chief Minister, and he decided to make that first speech in full filmy theatre.
All right, Shiv, we seem to be having a network issue with Shiv. Obviously, with the kind of number of cell phones that are going to be around that place, our VJ Suresh, who is also an expert technician, warned me at that point of time to move away from there to find a location if you needed network. He said, when Vijay is going to go out, everyone's going to be calling, everyone's going to be sharing images and pictures, and there will be a network issue there with our bandwidth and with our live view system. So we'll try and get that back, but till Shiv comes back online, obviously this is a historic moment. Why it's a historic moment? Let's break this down for you. This is a star who's come into politics, swept it away, and thrown 50, 60, not even 60, more than 60 years of Dravidian legacy. He has turned it into a one single star party which can just sweep an election. So he takes charge, and he's categorically declared, as he took oath as Chief Minister, that he's the only power center. He will not allow anyone to make mistakes. He thanked his coalition partners, referred to Rahul Gandhi as his brother, referred to Thirumavalavan as his brother, referred to his friends in the IUML and the left as well. But most importantly, reached out to his cadre and the people, including the young Vijay fans who call him Vijay Mama, which is a famous term in Chennai. So this is a chief minister who's speaking directly to the people. He will need to prove his majority on the floor of the house. Every politician in the state is going to watch this very, very closely, watch what his next act is going to be. About proving a majority, how he's going to go about his politics. Most importantly, Shiv, if you're back with us, the most important message that I got from Vijay today, one of the most important messages, is that he said, many people have humiliated me, many people have thrown hardships at me. Whether you're my enemy or my friend, whether you've humiliated me or you've thrown hardships at me, I will make sure that you are my people as well. You will be treated equally. That's sending a message of maturity to his political enemies, saying, I'm not going to play vindictive politics. His focus is to get the state back on track. He seems to be focused on his performance, because he's told the people, I'm going to show you all my start line. I'm going to show you all where I am right now. And then I request you for more time. And he wants complete transparency. How practical all these are with the bureaucracy and the police force will be interesting to watch, Shiv. If your line is stable, you're standing right out there. Obviously, the mood is extremely jubilant. That's amongst his cadres. But what about the politicians? They are nervous, they are cautious, they are looking closely at what Vijay's moves are.
Well, Vijay has signaled a new kind of politics. It's as simple as that. He's basically said, and not in these words, but that forget everything you know about what you've seen. I'm here now. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of the state. And I am everyone's chief minister, brother, son, etc. He ended his speech. It was obviously delivered in Tamil, very cinematic Tamil at that, which is totally understandable being the film star that he is. But he ended with a very telling phrase in English, obviously for an audience that is global. Remember, the fandom of Vijay transcends international borders. Listen to what Vijay said.
This is a new beginning. A new era of a real, secular, social justice starts now.
Vasudha, when Vijay said, I am the only power center, who was that a signal for? Was it a signal for, many different sides? How did you interpret that?
I think this is a signal to people who have been doubtful that, because the TVK has all the allies of the DMK now, a lot of people have been saying that the power center is going to be either the DMK or it's going to be somebody else running the government. That seems to be a criticism that he's addressing not just to his supporters, to his voters, but also sending a message out to the allies there that you've not been sworn in. I need your support and I'm thankful for all of that. But when it comes to taking decisions in this government, it's just going to be me. So this was a loaded statement and I think the political message in that is very crucial because he wants to assure his supporters that he will bring in the change that he promised, and it's not going to be just old wine in a new bottle. But I think more importantly, the fact that he chose to focus on women's safety in his first announcement shows that he is cognizant of the fact that a large number of women seem to have voted for him. Padhakapu was a buzzword even before the elections during the campaign, and welfare was also a buzzword, but safety overrode that because women kept telling me that we want to feel safe in the cities of Tamil Nadu, which is why Vijay made it a point to talk about that. And like Shiv, I've been talking about, Vijay was the first politician to talk about the quality of rice and other essentials that fair price shops give out to poor people. He said that that's going to be his priority as well. The ration shops, ensuring that people get what they want and the best quality of it, because he says that he knows deprivation. It does not come from one of those rich families. He says that I'm one of you. I know poverty. I was born to an assistant director. I have seen through deprivation and I will give you what you want. Just give me some time for it. That's the big request that he has made to people. At the same time, he has sent out a message to allies. And
Purely, he sees the skill, he sees the talent, and we are here to make all the changes.
This government will last long, for 5 years?
Of course, more than 15 years, 20 years, 35 years, 50 years. We are going to be a longest government.
बहुत बधाई, बहुत धन्यवाद.
And Kirtana will be live on NDTV in a very... I spoke to her a few days ago, professed her love for NDTV. She's loved our coverage and she's promised to be with me on air very, very soon. So we'll have Kirtana live with us in just a moment from now. Veera, if I could come back to you, if I could...
I am happy. விஜய் முதலமைச்சர் சார் பெண்களுக்கு பாதுகாப்பு கொடுக்கறேன்னு சொல்லி இருக்காரு. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. ரொம்ப happy.
You have a woman saying she is extremely happy that one of Vijay's first announcements was the safety of women and that Special Protection Force repeatedly through that speech. That is... Can you...
Shiv's line seems to be dropping off, but that's the message amongst Vijay's fans. Happy. That's all they want to say. But just to add to what Vasudha was pointing out, I think the message as far as I am the power center, I'm the only power center, I think is more a symbolic message to his own party. Let's not forget that this is a new party. There are worries that there are several people who have come in who won only on the face of Vijay. It's Vijay and his charisma and the trust that people have on him and the relationship he has with them is the reason why several of these people have won their elections. They may not have been able to win an election otherwise. Given that, I think it's a message to that electorate that, look, I am taking the bull by its horns. I will be held responsible for anything, and I will make sure that everyone is taken to task if they do something wrong. He also sent out a very important message saying that to his own people that, look, don't think that you've come to power and you can do anything and get away with it. I will not allow you to get away with things just because you've come to power, and I'll hold you accountable. It's more a sense of accountability to the electorate, to the people. You cannot call them fans anymore because they are his voters. This now changes the dynamic enormously in Tamil Nadu. It's no longer the star talking to his fans. It's the chief minister talking to an electorate, chief minister talking to the citizens. It's a huge, huge change. And I think much of that message of power center being around him is to say that, look, don't worry about being a minority, not having the numbers on the floor of the House. We've cobbled up the numbers right now. We will give you a stable government and we will meet any challenge that comes our way. That's a confident message that he's sending across, to send out a message of confidence to the electorate and to the administration that he is in charge and he knows what he's doing. You have a problem, you come to me and I'll sort it out. That's the message that he's giving. Whether he's going to put it into practice, because yesterday somebody told me one very important thing, Shiv. They said a chief minister should be available 24/7. Is Vijay going to be available on the phone for bureaucrats and chief secretaries at 24/7? Because ultimately decisions need to be taken in real time. And running a government is not an easy task, Shiv. So I think much of this will be put to test in the days to come. His work style, his ability to stay on the job throughout, many, many things. And perhaps we'll have to wait for Jananayagan, the film, to release as well. Right, Shiv seems to be having a problem with the line there. Can you hear me, Shiv? Okay, we still seem to be having a problem with Shiv's line there. Vasudha seems to be having a better line connection there. Vasudha has been out there tracking as well. Let's go through Vasudha for the moment. And I also, if our producers, much spoken about Vijay, but people need to know the contours of this government. If we can put out again the graphics of those who have taken oath along with Vijay, whether it is KG Arun Raj, whether it is Sengotayan, whether it is Kirtana, whether it is Adav Arjuna, if we can put them into perspective in terms of what this government is going to be. Vasudha, I believe it's very, very clear that the Congress will be part of the ministry, but the left, the VCK and the IUML have still not decided, most likely giving outside support. My assessment is that they are hedging their bets, wanting to watch what's going to happen. They want to see what Vijay is going to be like, whether it makes a sense for them to be part of the government, which is perhaps why he's reiterating on the secular credentials, because his parties which are supporting him are the ones which have broken away from the secular progressive alliance of Tamil Nadu. Vasudha, do you believe that Vijay could potentially emerge as a secular pole in Tamil Nadu? Because we've often wondered about the impact he will have on the AIADMK, but what about the DMK on the days to come? Vasudha?
Modi has also congratulated Vijay. It's important to understand that the NDA must have lost power in the state. But remember, this is Vijay's escort vehicles going in. We are yet to, you'll see him in just a bit. That's Buzi Anand there. So those are the vehicles going in. I think these are of the ministers. Vijay is yet to come is what I understand. But yes, the range of the convoys of all these ministers passing by, I at least saw two of them. We're not very sure if Vijay has left, but yes, Rahul Gandhi has reached the Congress office, Veera, and meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi has also congratulated Vijay on taking oath. This was quite a dramatic oath. In fact, it looked like he had practiced this. It's also important to understand that he has focused on, easing the burden on urban poor. He's talked about improving lives of, poor people in the cities and also in villages. He's talked about the quality of ration items. He's talked about women's safety. That's his first decision that he has announced already. He's on his way to the Secretariat is what I understand. My sources tell me that there are more decisions that are coming up, and he is going to put in place a foolproof structure so that this drug abuse gets controlled, and he wants results to be tracked as well. So there's a lot of, these are all lofty ideals, and I'm sure that it will take a lot for the government to get this done, but at least it looks like Vijay wants to put out his intent out there to ensure that people have trust in him. He has asked for time. He has told them that he needs time because the coffers of the government are also not, full. They are empty. He says that he needs time, but he has asked people to be patient with him, and he has said that he will deliver on the mountain of expectations they have. All that they need is to give him some time.
Calling Mr. N. Anand Bush, because, many of these leaders, in fact, this morning, Vasudha, while we were standing there out there, There was JCD Prabhakar, who is the MLA from Thousand Lights. He came in a scooter. I managed to speak to him and I asked him why you came in a scooter. And he said the only reason, that's the only way I could get here because nobody knew that I'm an MLA. I mean, nobody knew how to let me in that process. He had to constantly tell people about it. So, you'll have to get used to a lot of new faces in Tamil Nadu politics. It will be very interesting. I mean, getting familiar with the MLAs, how these leaders are going to deal in the state assembly. There's a lot of them are new, extremely enthusiastic. Vijay, of course, declaring that this is a new beginning. It is in every way a new beginning for the state because, forget the star alone for the moment. Both in terms of a coalition government, both in terms of ideological positions, this is a new beginning. It's a departure from a 6-decade-old past for the state. So it will be interesting to see the road ahead. Everyone's watching. But I think there's also a question of getting familiar with the new MLAs. Vasudha, take us through what you're seeing in terms of this Vijay-Congress equation. I think that's one thing that's been in focus. Let's talk a bit about the Vijay Congress equation.
My line because there were a lot of jammers and mobile phones here, but the VIPs are leaving from here, so I want to try and stay live and take the echo out of my ear so I can only hear our reporters and not myself. But Rahul Gandhi has already left the building. He's reached the Congress office. Here you've got Adav Arjuna. Hi. Arjuna just passed by. He's going to become a minister in that first cabinet of the TVK government. We're basically walking through the crowds that were here for the Vijay swearing in. So what you're seeing right now are VIPs, supporters, TVK cadres, and those who are lucky enough to be in receipt of an invitation to this incredible ceremony that has just taken place. Veera and Vasudha will continue to be with me. Huge crowd. Large number of people are still inside, by the way. They're trickling out from that stadium. It's going to be a long day ahead. One would have thought that the swearing-in ceremony is the only thing on the agenda today. Of course, it isn't. As Veera and Vasudha have reported, it's only part one of what is going to be day one of Chief Minister Vijay. He heads to the Periyar Memorial and then the Congress office after this. There will be a photo op with Rahul Gandhi there. Very important handshake between the TVK and the Congress party. And then after that, he will be heading to the State Secretariat. I'm just going to ask our team to connect me once again because my phone is dropped once again. But I do know that I'm on air and my viewers are able to watch our coverage at this point of time. They need to connect me. The security finally breathing a sigh of relief. They've pulled off a difficult event, a complicated event where a large number of people were managed and handled in a very successful manner. So kudos to the Tamil Nadu police, the Chennai police, the traffic police for being able to handle and manage this difficult situation that is still unfolding. But people will be rushing from, we understand people are whatever it is, and rushing to the next location where Vijay is right now to try and catch a glimpse of him. I'm going to remind our team to connect me as quickly as possible because I'm not able to hear our team back in Delhi, but we will get that going as quickly as possible. We met people about just before the swearing-in ceremony who actually had schedules, printed cyclo-styled schedules of Vijay's day today, and we didn't know if that was official or formal or not, but that basically had a map of Chennai and showed where all Vijay was going to be through the day today. So that showed the Periyar Memorial, the Congress office and other places. So this is going to be an incredible day for fans of Vijay. Vasudha Venugopal is with me here. I've just bumped into our political editor. Once again, a request to our team to remove the echo from my ear so I can get Vasudha in. Vasudha, where is he? Go to the Congress office first?
Well, I'm told that he will be going to the Secretariat and the Congress office. And it's but it's also important to understand that, he's made day one today. He's going to work today, and that's going to be very clear. In fact, last night, the discussions that took place, he said that, the deliberations on portfolios can happen later. I want to give a sense of assurance to people of Tamil Nadu, because he felt in the last 1 week there's been an uncertainty that's also driven people of Tamil Nadu to a lot of unease. So he wanted to address that, which is why I was just speaking to somebody who said his message was to people of Tamil Nadu when he says there'll be only one power center. It was equally to the allies who are present that they will not be able to sort of get their way around, because he knows he has the numbers, he has compulsions, and that's why he's with them. I was speaking to some ladies and they said, "Iniki church pogala," that's why they didn't go to the church today. They all came in. So it's important to understand that he asked for a timing today afternoon. 3 o'clock was what he asked, but the governor said that won't be possible because the match is going to happen and there are security arrangements.
An IPL match also today, the poor Chennai police.
Yeah, Chipok is really close from your ship. So this whole axis is going to get so crowded. There's going to be so much crowd spilling over. I think that's the reason why the governor wanted to have this at 10 a.m. And tomorrow, I think he also has to travel to Kerala, because that oath taking is also expected to take place in a few days from now.
Vasudha, you're very popular among all the politicians who, were here for the VIP ceremony today, because everyone who passed by, they were looking at us with a sense of familiarity. They recognize us from our coverage. Clearly, everyone's been glued to NDTV. I'm told by my team that in terms of viewership today, we've been dominating. Not surprising once again, because this is really the big story. Veera is also with us. Veera, Veera, if you can hear me, take it away. I couldn't get that.
Okay. Okay, you guys are walking around there. I was there with you, Shiv. I decided to take to the safe confines of a room and got into the Zoom link because I was told the internet was going to be very chaotic. It's an extremely hot and sultry day. You're right. It's an extremely hot and sultry day. You now have the swearing in over. You have an IPL match later. It's a tough job for the Chennai police. And I think when you say the police and the bureaucracy...
We've got some big breaking news coming in right now. Prime Minister Modi has just attacked the Congress for its alliance with the TVK. Veera, big breaking story coming in. Prime Minister Modi has just attacked the Congress on its alliance with the TVK. This comes just minutes after those signal moment Kodak photos of Rahul Gandhi with actor Vijay on stage at the swearing-in ceremony. What do you make of this, Veera? Prime Minister Modi attacking the Congress on the TVK Congress tie-up.
I think this again sets the divide very, very clear. This was the most worrying thing for the BJP. It's not about the DMK, it's about seeing the Congress be part of an alliance in power in Tamil Nadu. And let's not forget, Vijay has gone on stage and reiterated secular social justice government, which is very, very in continuum with the Dravidian ideological position. So what the next few days is going to be, Shiv, is a question of how this is going to play. Is this going to change the narrative of Tamil Nadu versus New Delhi that the DMK had built? Because is this going to be another opposition rule state and remain an opposition rule state from the BJP's point of view? I think one of the reasons that startled the BJP was the speed at which this alliance happens. And I think that imagery of Vijay with Rahul Gandhi on stage is something that could have provoked this response. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out, because I was told yesterday by some senior TVK leaders, and you can confirm that with Vasudha, that there were back channel talks as well that went on to say that, look, we are not going to be completely antagonistic and completely refusing to engage with the center. We need to give good governance for the people, and we need to have cooperation with the center on that matter. So he's taken charge of a state where he has declared is bad on the coffers. His number situation is precarious in the present assembly in the House. He needs to have some kind of political negotiations with the center going forward. It'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. because TVK at the moment is replacing the DMK as the secular pole in Tamil Nadu. All the DMK's allies are now with the TVK. So ideologically it's the same, and it's an opponent for the BJP. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out, Kashif.
Has congratulated Vijay, but he's attacked the Congress for tying up with the TVK. What are you making of that? And Veera also adds that, back channel between the TVK and the centre has been, we are going to be non-confrontational and we desire a healthy relationship. What are you making of this attack?
I understand from TVK sources is that there has been some outreach in sense, they've spoken to some people in the centre to assure them that there'll be no confrontation. This is something they should have probably done as politically astute people. Despite
of Vijay arriving at the Periyar Memorial. A very, very symbolic, very sober, very important images. Remember the iconography of... Okay, not the Periyar Memorial. He's at the State Secretariat. Vijay has reached the State Secretariat, which we understand has been decked up very beautifully today to welcome the new Chief Minister, 52-year-old C. Joseph Vijay, on his first day as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. He's already begun work, signed 3 orders already. Yes. Is he going to sign something more at the State Secretariat?
Well, Shiv, this is something we've been breaking, for the past few hours, because yesterday when I called people and I kept asking them who's going to be what minister, they said Vijay is not interested in this. He said, as long as I'm the Chief Minister, people is who I'm answerable to, and I will only I'll only announce those things and I'll only work on those things that will assure them that I am the right person that they've chosen. So he is very clear that his job is, his accountability is only towards the people. I am told that he'll go to the Secretariat, work on a lot of areas. And
we've got a young little fan of Vijay here. You were inside?
Yes, sir.
How was it?
It was very nice and it was goosebumps to see his speech more. And we got the excitement of...
Your Chief Minister is sitting on the Chief Minister's chair now.
Yes, sir.
You want to congratulate him?
Yes, sir. Congrats, Talapati Chief Minister Vijay.
Why do you like Talapati so much?
He's sitting on the Chief Minister's chair as you speak. You can't see him right now on NDTV. Yeah. He's sitting on the Chief Minister's chair at the State Secretariat.
Yes, sir.
Finally, he's sitting to take his decisions. Why do you like him as Chief Minister?
Because he works hard for his politics and his acting. He works too hard and he got so many problems for his works and everything.
So what would you like to say to Vijay? He's listening to you right now on NDTV. What would you like to say to Chief Minister Vijay?
Sir, you are very brave and active for us, and we hope that you will serve for us and Tamil Nadu. Thank you, sir.
You have...
How old are you?
I am very happy now. I am 11 years old.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. One of the youngest supporters of Vijay there, congratulating Vijay as he sits in the Chief Minister's chair. It doesn't get more symbolic than that. Now, this little man is too young to vote, obviously, but it is the youth, the Gen Z, the next generation, the allies are passing right now. They're not going to be part of the cabinet just yet, Vasudha. That's also become a bit of a talking point, but that's been explained as, right now, the priority is going to be that floor test. Yes. That's not going to be a big challenge, is it?
Absolutely. I think, by not even giving portfolios by not announcing portfolios to his own people, which is also going to take some time, and by not letting the allies also take oath, Vijay has made it very clear that whatever he has done in the last 1 week is because of compulsions. Yes, there'll be a certain character to it. There coalition character, but the main dominant feature, the most conspicuous feature of his government will be the decisions that he makes, which is what he said today, that there is going to be one power center only, and that's me. It's going to be your Archie, Ongloda Archie. I have seen deprivation, I've seen poverty. I come from a family of assistant director, so you don't have to teach me what poverty is. So
Okay.
இவ்வளோ நாள் மக்கள் காத்துட்டு இருந்தது, இன்னைக்கு அதுக்கான நாள் வந்தாச்சு. இன்னையிலேருந்து நியூ கவர்னன்ஸ், தலைவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி எல்லாம் புதுசு. அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஃபஸ்ட்டு பெண்களுக்கான பாதுகாப்பு சொன்னார், அதுக்கானது தான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு கையெழுத்து போடுவார்னு நினச்சோம், அதை பண்ணிட்டார். இனிமேல் எல்லாமே படிப்படியாக எல்லாமே மாறும், மாற்றத்துக்கான தமிழ்நாடு மாற்றத்தை நோக்கி நகர்ந்துட்டுருக்கு இன்னையிலேருந்து.
What will be the priority of this government? What do you think? The priorities of this government?
First, as he told, the priority is women's safety. Next, he told he will be abolishing the drugs, which is spoiling the youngsters.
Do you think that because he said that there are many liabilities left by previous government?
Yes.
So far, supporters of Vijay have used AI, used Photoshop to make pictures of him sitting in the CM's chair. He's acted in movies where he plays a politician, a successful one. And here you have it on your screen now. No AI, no Photoshop, no mid-journey, nothing. This is the actual Vijay sitting in the actual Chief Minister's chair at the State Secretariat.
Absolutely.
You know, this is image number 2 that's going to make the reality sink in.
Absolutely. For a 10 a.m. swearing in, he was...
Vijay speaking. Let's cut to it. Trisha speaking, the significant other, partner of Vijay speaking. Hasn't reacted. Okay, so there's a flurry of viral images that you're going to expect over the next few hours, viewer, and we won't let you miss a thing. So please forgive us if we keep flitting between images, because that's how fast this is moving. NDTV is agile. We don't believe in dwelling on just one image. You've got him in the chair. You've got Trisha, the significant other. Trisha becomes de facto first lady of Tamil Nadu now. She's his partner. The personal life of Vijay is a separate thing, but there's going to be a huge amount of scrutiny, curiosity about where Trisha stands in his life. What can you tell us about this?
Well, I think the divorce proceedings of Vijay are also going on. I think I'm told by reliable sources that the matter has been settled and the divorce could be through. Vijay and Trisha have been friends for a long time. They've been colleagues. There have been these... they've not really openly acknowledged their relationship. What I understand is that... But I've been looking at their videos that there are times when Vijay, really praises her a lot, calls her Ilavarasi.
And he's appeared in public with her.
Appeared, and and he appeared with her in public at a very crucial time, because she was also being shamed for a variety of reasons. She was being rebuffed, and she was being sort of criticized for her role in this entire marriage. At that time, Vijay decided to basically go to a wedding with her. He made that public appearance, and that also set matters straight, because he wanted to make it clear that this is his person and he does not want any wrong things spoken about her. So that was one thing that he did, which also made it very clear that Trisha is going to be an important part of his life.
I want to play out for our viewers once again. Let's put the pictures of Vijay in the Chief Minister's chair on one side of the screen. And the other side, let's put that sound up of Vijay at the last part of his speech, where he said something in English. In case you missed it, here it is. Here's Vijay speaking just that last bit of his speech in English.
This is a new beginning. A new era of a real, secular, social justice starts now. This is a new beginning. A new era of a real, secular, social justice starts now. This is a new beginning.
You know, in that very filmy style, Vasudha, he said this is a new beginning. Over and over again, he said it. You know, the idea that he wants the past to be left behind, no acrimony, no revenge politics. You know, this is an entirely new generation that has washed away the old divisions of politics. He's making that message very clear.
I think that's the most important part of his speech, because he says this is a new era for social justice, secular social justice. He's reaching out to the SC population mainly, and he's reaching out to the minorities. These are also two people who may not have voted. I mean, SC population seems to have voted for him in huge numbers. The minority is still wishy-washy. So he wants to make it very clear that I'm not going out with what you say, what you would perceive as communal forces. I'm sitting here with a group of secular people, so I'm going to be the secular pole of Indian politics when it comes to South India. This is a reassurance to people, and it is also a reiteration of his own commitment, because that's where he stands.
Okay. I want to quickly bring Ritu in very briefly, because she's outside the Secretariat where history is being made. You know, in the Chief Minister's chair is Thalapathy Vijay as Chief Minister, a real-life role, no pretending here, no learning lines. He is the Chief Minister. When he uses his pen to sign a file, it impacts the entire state. He's in that chair on his first attempt to be in that chair, Ritu. It is an incredible show of strength, of youth power, and the appeal of Vijay that in the building behind you, the State Secretariat, Vijay has just taken office as Chief Minister, Ritu.
Well, very true, Shiv. You see, what's really quite I'm amused about is just look at the crowd over here. I'll request my Vijay Kumar to pan and show you these visuals. You see, basically the employees from the Secretariat are all out here, just gathered to get the glimpses of Vijay, quite happy with bright smiles. And you see the young crowd over here who have really tried to manage to enter this premises from outside with their all phones up, trying to request police, saying just allow us for few seconds. The moment he's going to be out, we'll take a picture and we'll leave this place. Apart from that, you see, Shiv, there are also the young constables who are quite excited to see the new Chief Minister being that idol for them as well. Here on my right hand side, you see the completely female employees standing right there with the phones up to just get that one picture of, you know, Vijay. He has just entered this particular structure that's right behind me. He's gone up to the chamber where he'll be you know, putting signatures to various important documents. Now he's officially the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. In fact, you see, I can literally hear the voice from outside of the Secretariat premises as well. That huge is the crowd there as well. Just look, you know, having a look at that escort and the vehicle of Vijay itself. They've been screaming, they've been chanting for him. There's all whistle sound as well that one really can hear right now where I am standing as well. On the right hand side as well, you see there are so many of that cops who continues to be on the phones to get all the little, you know, minor detailed updates as well. So that kind of atmosphere is right now at the Secretariat as well. We of course saw him entering this premises right behind me, where he comes here. You know, there was a guard of honor for him. He in fact folds hands and, you know, thanks them for it, and therein waves a hand, shows it to the media as well, and then enters basically of this basically this structure inside there. He's gone right to his chamber where we are seeing those visuals as well. So this is something a real life hero one really looks like, is what that most of them really have to say. In fact, I'll try to get some word from here as well. அம்மா, நீங்கள் இங்கே நின்றுட்டு இருக்க விஜய் பார்த்துங்க, நீங்கள என்ன சொல்ல முடியும் இப்போ அவங்கள ஃபைனலி சீஃப் மினிஸ்டர் ஆகிட்டு இருக்க தமிழ்நாடுக்கு?
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக எங்களுக்கு சீஃப் மினிஸ்டர் ஆனதில் ரொம்ப எதிர்பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தோம். அது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் எங்களுக்கு.
என்ன சொல்ல முடியும் இப்போ உங்களை சீஃப் மினிஸ்டர் நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்க, உங்களை ஃபோன்லேயே அவங்கள இப்போ ஸ்பீச் கொடுத்தாங்க. என்ன சொல்ல முடியும் நீங்களோ? அவங்கள ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்பீச்சில் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்குது உமன் சேஃப்டி பற்றி. நீங்கள் எல்லாம் சொல்ல முடியும் இப்போ?
மக்களுக்கு லேடிஸ்க்கு பாதுகாப்பு வேண்டும், பாதுகாப்பு கொடுக்கணும்னு நாங்கள் கேட்குறோம்.
There you see, she's beautifully highlighting as well, saying that this was something that was a need of an hour for us. We wanted some young leader to listen to our voice as well, be given an important, equal importance as well. And here we have Vijay, who's really heard us right, who's got us right as well. This is the kind of young leader we really wanted as well. It's very, it's something very beautiful as well for me personally, Shiv, to see a young leader coming out in a very different attire. You see, usually we have seen in South India, specifically in Tamil Nadu, you have usually them them with the lungi and then the white shirt. Here you have this young man with the shirt, the blazer on, the trouser therein, you see, giving a different message altogether as well. That's how he in fact wants to thank the youths as well. He makes it quite clear in his speech that what is the agenda that he really has for the state going forward. Quite clear, starts with a very powerful lines as well. We might have heard these kind of lines in the films, but he wants to ensure that this all comes true for the people of Tamil Nadu in the real life. On my right hand side, you continue to see these vehicle movements. In fact, a lot of officials are right now entering as well with the bouquets.
Ritu, pictures coming in from the Secretariat of Vijay being honored with bouquets by the entire Secretariat team right now. They're all meeting him, greeting him, welcoming him as the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Very important pictures, because remember, this is the team that Vijay as Chief Minister will be working with. State bureaucracy, administration, staff of the Secretariat. This is the connective tissue that makes Tamil Nadu buzz. Remember, you always see the politicians, you almost never see the bureaucrats, the administration, the staff, the hundreds, the thousands of people who actually make the machine run. The back end, the back office of the power centers that allow a state like Tamil Nadu to be governed from the state administration. They are welcoming their new Chief Minister. Many of them will be starstruck, I'm sure, because like I said, Vijay is an enormous superstar of the film world, and therefore watching Vijay become Chief Minister is more than just a celebrity moment. He is a person for whom enormous crowds, as we've seen, in many occasions, literally would travel many kilometers to get one small little glimpse of Vijay. And he's now in the chair of the Chief Minister. So this administration staff that's welcoming him at the State Secretariat will get used to having this enormous celebrity in their midst practically every single day. So it's going to be interesting to see what Vijay does administratively. He's already, kicked the ball rolling with a crackdown on drugs, a force for the safety of women across the state of Tamil Nadu, and free electricity as a first-time welfare measure for the poor in the state. Beyond that, the pressure is going to be building on him to deliver on many of his promises as quickly as possible. Also on the agenda, Vijay is likely to take a full tour of the entire state to thank the people of Tamil Nadu for the incredible mandate that's been given to him. I want to bring Vasudha back in on this. She's connecting. I'm going to call Vasudha here because she's right here with me. Let me bring my political editor. Vasudha, sorry to disturb you from your phone while you're speaking to your sources to get us more news breaks. But what is next on the agenda? Is he going to take some kind of a state tour to thank the voters? We are very used to that kind of thing where we come from. Is that going to happen? But also administratively and in the Assembly, split that up for us and tell us what's on Vijay's agenda.
I was just speaking to my sources in the TVK, and they're very clear that now the attention shifts back to the floor test that's going to happen on or before 13th of May. So a pro-term speaker is going to be appointed first, and that will be done by the governor. It can happen as soon as today evening. And of course, then there'll be some preparation to ensure that all their MLAs are together. They're very confident now that, an oath-taking ceremony of this kind, it's very clear that, nobody can question this, right? So all their MLAs are being contacted, and the preparations for a grand floor test is also going on. But it's a new party, and the first week has been a little difficult and turbulent for them. They don't want to make any mistakes. Today is going to be about decision making, and there's also a high-level meeting that's going to happen of TVK leaders around evening, is what I've heard.
That was going to be my second question, Vasudha. After a turbulent week, after some missteps as far as the numbers game was concerned, the swearing-in ceremony must have infused a lot of confidence in the TVK and in Vijay and the A-team, as I'm calling them now, the A-team of 9 people, many of whom you've already interviewed. Those interviews are on NDTV already. Now that they're in office, in the chair, and literally and figuratively, that brings with it a fresh sense of confidence and power as well. to get things done.
Like, I think Vijay Shiv also changed the rules of the game because he ran a campaign that was not very conventional, and today he made it a point to thank all his virtual warriors as well. This is the only...
He took selfies. Let's put those images of those selfies also on air.
Absolutely. This is the only party which had like continuous meetings of virtual warriors. You know, when Panna Pramukhs and booth agents are being talked about in other parties, this is one party that kept insisting on virtual warriors. And we thought, and virtual warriors and fan clubs, I mean, we may laugh at these things, but they're so integral to the Vijay ecosystem, and they're going to be part of his governance also. So, you know, I think that's one reason why he understands the importance of safety and also the importance of having a drug-free state. I used to be very curious, why does he talk about a drug-free Tamil Nadu in every internal meeting of his? Probably because, you know, the urban poor constituency that he addresses, that's the segment of society that's hurt the most by social evils like this. So he's very intuitive about picking up these things. He is very intent on making clear that he wants the best for the people who have voted for him and also for the entire state.
Do you foresee any speed bumps in the near term, in the next few days or weeks, Vasudha, in terms of numbers, in terms of issues, in terms of events planned ahead? Or is it going to be smooth sailing for a while? Nobody wants the optics of, nitpicking or disrupting this new government.
Well, Vijay has made a lot of things very clear that he's going to be the only power center. Yeah. I used to think that there's only one segment of the Congress party that's with him, and of course Rahul Gandhi has shown him all support. Now Rahul Gandhi has come to this oath-taking, which means that the entire Congress party is going to think of TVK as their extension. Yeah. So that is something that TVK needs to prevent from happening. They have been taking a lot of help in terms of legal aid and all that, which is fine because that's what you do when you're in trouble. You talk to your friends. But then in politics, there are no permanent friends. So TVK should not be subsumed by the character of any other party, which is what Vijay is also trying to do. He has also made his friends ministers, right? So, his personal accountant, his chartered accountant is also a minister. His friends like Adav Buzianand are also ministers. So they may or may not have a lot of governance capabilities, but then experience is something that you only learn on the job. And it's also very Chennai-centric. 4 of these ministers are Chennai-specific ministers. They are MLAs from Chennai. So he also has to keep an eye on what's happening in the other parts of the state, and for that he has to make the best appointments in terms of who his chief secretary is going to be, who his secretaries are going to be, because this is a state that thrives on bureaucracy. Tamil Nadu has produced some of the best bureaucrats in the country for ages, and I think if he gets that right, the administration part of it, the politics part of it, then I think it will be a smooth sailing for him.
There was an interesting part, and Radhika is live with us from the Congress office. Deepak Bopana is also live with us on the route that Vijay is going to take. Before I come to you, Radhika, Vasudha, there was this interesting moment in Vijay's speech today where he said that he has tasted poverty. He knows what hunger is like. He doesn't have a famous father or a powerful father. His father was an assistant director. Basically saying that he was not a Nepo kid, that, he didn't have powerful benefactors who brought him into the world of public life. And you had Rahul Gandhi sitting on stage, who's been under attack his entire political life, for being a Gandhi and, being a dynast as such. So that dynamic is going to be an interesting one to explore. But he was very insistent on referring to Rahul Gandhi as brother. Yeah. So, that dynamic is going to be a very important one. Before I come to you, Radhika, the Congress office in Chennai, Rahul Gandhi is already there. Vijay headed there shortly. He's at the State Secretariat right now. What are you hearing? What are the preparations there?
There are some changes, Shiv. Rahul Gandhi arrived here some time ago, but he has left. So now what we are hearing is Vijay's plan to come to Congress office has been cancelled. Perhaps it will be at a later time because his functions have shifted to Secretariat. So there is going to be busy. He might be also visiting Periyar Memorial is what we are being told. But yes, there was anticipation and excitement building up at Congress office. But unfortunately, Vijay is not visiting this place now, and Rahul Gandhi had to leave soon. But, as far as Congress party equation with TVK is concerned, very strategically important, as you all have been pointing out 5 seats. But what the TVK will get in return for just 5 seats support that Congress has given is a lot of experience, which perhaps the TVK at this point would need, and a lot of expert advice from all the senior Congress leaders, including Rahul Gandhi. Yes, he called him brother, and there was a lot of camaraderie between the two of them on stage. And as you've been pointing out, they come from the same generation, similar age groups, therefore they have a lot in common. And the fact that he had a connect with Congress in the past as well, he wanted to join the Congress party, he was invited to be part of its youth wing. Somehow that didn't work out, and now after many years later, both the parties are lying. We'll have to see how this new era, first-time coalition government in the state of Tamil Nadu is going to function.
Yeah. Vasudha, lots of NDTV fans keep stopping us to take pictures with us, but apparently that meeting with Rahul Gandhi at the Congress office has been called off. He's heading to the Periyar Memorial.
Yes, he's going to the Periyar Tidal, and remember the black, suit that Vijay wore today was specifically stitched for him. That's what his people say. It's very important to understand that black is also the color of Periyar, and Periyar is extremely important when it comes to Tamil Nadu politics because when it comes to Periyar, he also put forth not just the social justice movement. He was also somebody who was important in the formation of the Dravida Kazhagam. The Dravidian parties have ruled the state for all these years, almost 80 years. And in fact, Justice Party came into being in 1919. And Vijay has always made it very clear that when it comes to his politics, Periyar would be number one, which is why every time there is a meeting of his party leaders, he does make it a point to pay tributes to Periyar first, apart from the other icons like B.R. Ambedkar and, of course, Kamarajar and Anjali Ammal. It's very important to understand that he also doesn't want to leave the ethos of Dravidian politics, more so because he has said that this is the new era of social justice, secular social justice, a reassurance and a reiteration of his own politics. Now, of course, the BJP and the NDA might not look at this very positively, and what he does in the coming days will also in some ways show as to where his stand is. Shiv, when it comes to his parents, it's very interesting that I've looked at some of their videos. His mother is a very good Murugan Bhakt singer. She does a lot of Murugan bhajans and all that, which also explains why Vijay also went to the Tiruchendur Subramania Swami temple. His father, very interestingly, believes that there's no religion. You can go to a mosque, you can go to a church, because humanity is beyond religion. So he is very religious, but he's also a Christian, he is also a Hindu. So, I mean, this kind of, syncretism is something that probably Vijay also hopes to bring into his politics, is what I think, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And after Dravidian atheism, which had its own sort of edge, politically speaking, very rooted in the ideological tradition of the Dravidians. Here you have, like you rightly said, the exact word, syncretic, inclusive kind of culture. Remember when we were at the TVK headquarters, we saw all those pictures of all those deities. Like you said, his mother is a Hindu, his father is a Christian. All these aspects are centered around what he said in his speech. A first truly secular socialist government here in Tamil Nadu. And we have to remember that a lot of dispensations call themselves that. So we'll have to see how Vijay actually executes what that means, especially in terms of welfare. Welfare is such an important part of Tamil Nadu politics, Vasudha. Whether it is the AIDMK, the DMK, welfareism is in the DNA of Tamil Nadu politics, and he appears to have learnt that, we've got some merchandise here as well. Vijay merchandise, as always. You've got keychains and flags and whistles. I can imagine the sale of whistles must have gone through the roof in the last few weeks and months.
Coming up, I think, everyone is buying whistles. And today I was getting confused because, the fans are also blowing those whistles. Policemen are also doing the same. So it was so much noise today. But Shiv, you're right, but a lot of parties do talk about secular politics. But how is Rahul Gandhi's secularism different from Vijay's secularism? Because Vijay goes to a Sai Baba temple, he goes to the Belankani church, he goes to the Murugan temple in Tiruchendur, and he's so comfortable at it. He knows exactly what to do in these places of worship, which means for him, being a Tamil is more important than being all of these things, isn't it? And that's so integral to his politics as well.
It's really, really interesting. the opposition is going to have a hawk's eye on everything he does, waiting for him to slip up. But I think, like with any big, large, significant newcomer in politics, like when Arvind Kejriwal entered the fray, when anyone else entered the fray in this big way, the curiosity factor will linger. Except, unlike in Kejriwal's sense, the person we're talking about right now is already a huge celebrity. Yes. The rules of engagement are going to change. The system is going to be starstruck dealing with a film star chief minister. And it's not like they've not been used to it. They've seen MJR, they've seen Jayalalitha, but I think an entire new generation of bureaucrats will be used to dealing with the celebrity now.
I was telling you, right? I was sitting and watching the entire swearing in with a group of sanitation workers. These are women who are doing their job and they're looking at him and they're saying that kannu kalavakudadu, like, don't bring a teardrop into your eye, otherwise we'll start crying. That's a sense of emotion that these women have who have not come there. They're just doing their job. They are on their duty and this is what they say. That's a sense of sentiment, emotion that he evokes in people. Probably that's what also provoked a lot of families to vote for him. They wanted change, but more than that, they also saw in him a reflection of their own aspirations. It's very important to honor that sense of honesty in that, want for change, because urban poor, especially in this country, wants a lot of changes in their lives. This man is talking about a sense of promise. They want to give him a chance.
Praise for Vijay is flowing thick and fast. Let's just play out some of those sound bites for you and then I'll bring Deepak in.
Victory, 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 and everything gonna change. And the change is here. The Talapati Chief Minister Joseph Vijay is here. And so coming from such a middle class family, getting such an opportunity as a candidate and being and having a cabinet minister, is it easy in any of the state? No. It just purely, he sees the skill, he sees the talent, and we are here to make all the changes. Of course, more than 15 years, 20 years, 35 years, 50 years. We are going to be a longest.
If I could. I am happy. Vijay முதலமைச்சர் சார் பெண்களுக்கு பாதுகாப்பு கொடுக்கறேன்னு சொல்லி இருக்காரு. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. ரொம்ப happy.
You have a woman saying she is extremely happy that one of Vijay's first announcements was the safety of women. So whether it is women ministers in the first Vijay cabinet, whether it is supporters who are thrilled by the prospect of Padagapu, or safety of women being a debut priority area for this new government. All the boxes have been ticked. I think Vijay made all the right noises. He struck a nice balance between, the administrative sobriety of a swearing in, but also a reminder that I'm a film star.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And somebody told me that the black suit that he stitched was something that he had kept ready for a long time. This is a moment that he's been waiting for as well.
How long has he kept that suit for?
At least 2 weeks, because that's something that he was looking forward to this, right? So, and it was very clear that he wanted to wear black, because black is also the color of Periyar. Yeah. Tamil Nadu is Periyar, so that's something that he's very clear about, and he always pays tributes to Periyar. And today, like you rightly said, it was a balance between giving a reassurance to people who have voted for him, sending a message out to allies of gratitude, but also telling them that, I'm going to be the power center. And third most important thing to his own people is that by making it clear that I am the center of this, but also by hugging you and by giving you a chance, I'm going to empower you. Don't try to betray me. And my focus is going to be only on the welfare of people. I know deprivation, I know poverty. You can't take me for a ride. I'm not, somebody who comes from a very rich family who doesn't understand the nuances of everyday living. So he's made it very clear that he's here to stay. Because, Shiv, for the last many days, a lot of people have been drawing comparisons between, say, Jayalalitha and Vijay, because Vijay, they feel, will be bullied and dominated by allies. And they used to talk about Jayalalitha, saying that, there's a reason why Jayalalitha kept all of these small parties in check, because people used to fear her. Will people fear Vijay? Because, Vijay is also the favorite of your kids, right? So he's not seen as a person that everybody fears. But today, I think he made an attempt to send out that message that he is the power center, he knows his power, and people should not mess with him.
You know, speaking of kids, and I'm glad you mentioned it, because that moment we had just a few minutes ago where we had that 11-year-old talking straight to Vijay as he sat in the Chief Minister's chair, I understand that's going viral, so let's play that out once again. Organic, beautiful live moment here on NDTV, just as Vijay sank into the Chief Minister's chair. Take a look. We've got a young little fan of Vijay here. You were inside?
Yes, sir.
How was it?
It was very nice and it was goosebumps to see his speech more. And we got excitement of...
Your Chief Minister is sitting on the Chief Minister's chair now.
Yes, sir.
You want to congratulate him?
Yes, sir. Congrats, Talapati Chief Minister Vijay.
Why do you like Talapati so much?
He's sitting on the Chief Minister's chair as you speak. You can't see him right now on NDTV. He's sitting on the Chief Minister's chair at the State Secretariat.
Yes, sir.
Finally, he's sitting to take his decisions. Why do you like him as Chief Minister?
Because he works hard for his politics and his acting. He works too hard and he got so many problems for his works and everything.
So what would you like to say to Vijay? He's listening to you right now on NDTV. What would you like to say to Chief Minister Vijay?
Sir, you are very brave and active for us, and we hope that you will serve for us and Tamil Nadu. Thank you, sir.
You have...
How old are you?
I am very happy now. I am 11 years old.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. One of the youngest supporters of Vijay there, congratulating Vijay as he sits in the Chief Minister's chair. It doesn't get more symbolic than that. Deepak is still live with me as well. Deepak, you know, that meeting between Rahul Gandhi and Vijay at the Congress office didn't turn out, I'm guessing because of logistics or scheduling reasons. What is the rest of the day looking like for Vijay? He's at the State Secretariat. Not sure if he's left from there, but what are you hearing about his schedule for the day?
Well, some of the formalities, of course, are, you know, while he's at the Secretariat, that important picture will emerge of him actually signing while seated on the Chief Minister's chair. We've already seen, you know, AI-altered photographs of that, haven't we, in different places, Shiv, where you were standing as well. There were multiple posters like that. But now we'll actually have that the picture of him sitting there. He's expected to also make some, you know, important orders, and that is in the direction of ensuring that files from most of the departments are not moved out. All of them remain intact, and especially at a time where there's a transition happening. And today, while he made that all-important speech after taking oath, he did say that transparency is going to be a key aspect of his government. He also did say that he's going to release a white paper on the current state of affairs in Tamil Nadu. He spoke about the state of affairs that the politicians and the parties have left Tamil Nadu in. And he says that he is not going to promise to do things that are impossible because the situation is not the best in terms of, you know, how the state could have been governed. So he took an indirect potshot at, you know, consecutive governments and blamed them for reducing, you know, the economy of Tamil Nadu to the situation that it is in. He says that he will release a white paper. So in that regard, in all likelihood today, probably he will make certain instructions is what we are picking up. In the next couple of hours, he's expected to visit at least 2 to 3 places. Now, the Congress officially had put out, you know, this release that he will be going to their office. So it's not very clear if plans have changed or whether Vijay was not really taken into account while putting out that, you know, a release that Rahul Gandhi and Vijay will be at the Congress office. Maybe they were assuming that while, you know, he was with Rahul Gandhi, they would come together, but seems like plans have probably changed. So it's going to be interesting now with the Congress looking to completely piggyback as well of sorts on the TVK and their popularity, how he really deals with partners like not just the Congress, but the VCK, the IUML, the CPI, the CPI-M as well.
Very interesting days and hours ahead really for Vijay, but listen to the man of the moment. See Joseph Vijay, the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Here's some highlights from his speech.
மக்கள் நலன்களை மட்டுமே லட்சியமாக கொண்ட நமது அரசுக்கு பக்கபலமாக நின்று ஆதரவை வழங்கியுள்ள காங்கிரஸ் பேரியக்கத்தின் தலைவர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு மல்லிகார்ஜுன் கார்கே அவர்களே, பாராளுமன்ற எதிர்க்கட்சி தலைவர் மதிப்புக்குரிய மை பிரதர் திரு ராகுல் காந்தி அவர்கள், காங்கிரஸ் கட்சியின் பொதுச் செயலாளர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு கேசி வேணுகோபால் அவர்கள், தமிழ்நாடு காங்கிரஸ் தலைவர் மதிப்புக்குரிய திரு செல்வ பெருந்தகை அவர்கள். சப்போஸ் யாருக்காவது அப்படி ஒரு எண்ணம் மனசுல இருந்துச்சுன்னா, நம்ம ஜெயிச்சிட்டோம், ஒரு ஆட்டம் ஆடி பார்க்கலாம் அப்படின்ற எண்ணம் யாருக்காவது இருந்துச்சுன்னா இப்பவே இந்த நிமிஷமே அதை எரேஸ் பண்ணிருங்க. இங்க ஒரே சென்டர் தான், என் தலைமையில் உண்டான சென்டர். இந்த பக்கம் ஒரு சென்டர், இந்த பக்கம் ஒரு பவர் சென்டர், அங்க ஒரு பவர் சென்டர், அதெல்லாம் கிடையவே கிடையாது. இப்பவே சொல்லிடுறேன். This is a new beginning. A new era of a real secular social justice starts now.
A new era begins. Those are very, very telling and meaningful words, deep words by a new young Chief Minister of the beautiful state of Tamil Nadu. I hope you enjoyed our coverage, but remember, the Vijay story as Chief Minister has only just begun, and NDTV will be there at every step. Thanks for watching. The news continues on the other side.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा, सबका राजा आरती और मसाला।
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
R Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
India's unshakable news habit. NDTV.com is India's #1 English news website.
Launch control 0 to 100.
This isn't just about cars and bikes. This is about how you move. This car makes no sense, yet it makes every sense. What we are sitting inside is a Joby-powered air taxi. Your friend said, "Ye le le." We said, "Maybe not." Hi, my name is Siddharth Sharma. I'm your NDTV Automate, your ultimate guide into the world of automobiles and mobility.
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
मीठा या नमकीन, चाहे जैसे खाओ, 100% सूजी से बनी आर प्योर वर्मिसेली, स्वादिष्ट, सेहतमंद, हर रोज।
Vijay is finally taking oath. He's taken oath as Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister in a grand ceremony that's taken place at the Nehru Stadium in Chennai, and he has signed his first order as a Chief Minister. The actor turned politician his swearing in marks a major political shift as far as the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned. And Vijay makes his first speech as the Chief Minister, makes an emotional pitch, says he's not an angel but a common man who will work for the people of Tamil Nadu. And Prime Minister Modi slams the Congress for dumping DMK for Vijay's TVK, calling the Congress a parasite party, says at the very first opportunity it betrays even its own companions. And DMK takes credit for Chief Minister Vijay, says that Vijay became the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu with the help of the allies of the DMK, asserting it's MK Stalin who persuaded the allies in the first place to help Vijay form the government.
Presented by Canara Bank. Together we can.
For too long, we've looked at the most important formative phase of our lives through a monochrome lens, only textbooks and finish lines. But while this is important, there is much more to learning, because childhood was never meant to be grey and learning can be full of colour. For over a century, some of the world's most incredible schools and legendary philosophies have been cracking a different code, proving that when we shift our lens, monotony turns to magic. Today we go behind the scenes to see what happens when we stop looking at learning as a chore and start seeing it as a dazzling array of opportunities. We're traveling to different institutions to understand the distinct identities of the world's best-known systems of learning and to discover the common thread of wonder that runs through all of them. Our journey begins in a space built entirely to a child scale, the world of Montessori, a world fueled by one simple rule: follow the child.
You must have observed that when the children entered the environment, there were no bells that were there. There was no teacher who was loudly saying, okay, everybody settle down and this is what you have to do and that is what you have to do. The children were given freedom of choice within limits. When we say follow the child, we allow them enough space for effort, autonomy, repetition, and gradual mastery of what they want to work with. So a Montessori child does not follow the clock. What they follow is an inner clock, which is the biological rhythm of the child. Isn't it a beautiful word, the rhythm? That means the child, when they enter a Montessori environment, they can explore, they can observe, they can orient themselves, and all of a sudden something miraculous happens. They are drawn towards a particular apparatus. It just calls to them like a world map. A child will be drawn to the aesthetical value. They will be drawn to the concept, okay, there's something called a map and then there's a globe. They will be so naturally drawn to it that suddenly this transformation occurs, concentration happens. Now this apparatus is multisensory in nature. That means it's so tangible, it can be held, it can be felt. Some of the material or the apparatus that you'll see in the environment can even be tasted.
You want to taste it?
So for a child to learn this basic understanding of sweet and salty is not done through isolation. It's not done through rote memorization that, okay, hey, apple's red. Sugar is sweet. They have to experience the whole thing. This cannot be governed by the clock, but there is an uninterrupted 3-hour work cycle. That means they will be moving between shelves, choosing their choice of work, which can be a language on a particular day. It can be, let's say, mathematics. It can be cultural subjects. It can be anything that they wish to do. And broadly, it can even be the community time. They can just choose to sit with their friends, talk about their day, and just discuss what they've learned in the past. child loves small objects. You know, when you take them for a walk and you've decided you're going to follow 100 meters, but your child stoops down and, you know, they observe this little ladybug and, you know, they want to just continue looking at it, you have to pause. You have to pause, let their inner need be fulfilled of observing that ladybug. And believe me, they're going to ask you a lot of questions about it. There's never a dull day at Montessori schools because the children are actively engaged. So the concept of being intrinsically motivated is extremely high in a Montessori school. When the child is growing up, the learning unfolds from inside. That means they'll be naturally drawn towards a particular thing. So Montessori method or the philosophy says, let the child be. Because in the end, the preparation of life stems from the fact that the child will learn everything as per their blueprint. One method or one size cannot fit it all.
If Montessori is about the child's independence, our next stop is about their imagination. Welcome to the Waldorf Way, a sanctuary that protects what they call the dream state of early childhood. Here, learning isn't just a mental exercise. It's a harmony of the head, the heart, and the hands.
When we say hands, it means the complete experiential learning for the child through the body the child experiences. It's not just coming from the books, but when they do things with their own hands. So they learn through their sensory experiences. Handwork is a very important aspect in the curriculum for us. Through the handwork, we are building neural pathways for a child. There's another phase which is called the heart phase, wherein we incorporate the emotional well-being for a child, and then the head phase, which is the thinking phase of a child. So if you talk about these elements which you observe today in the classroom and as well as in the outdoor space, so we are working with the sense of touch, we are working with the sense of life, and we are working with the sense of movement and sense of balance for these early years, and that is where the foundations are. The first 7 years of children, when we lay these foundations, they serve any human for the rest of their life. So these are very, very important aspects which we incorporate into the curriculum on daily basis. So movement is part of their curriculum, music is part of their curriculum.
एक छोटा बीज ज़मीन के अंदर था, आँख बंद करके वो सोया रहता था.
So springtime, they were singing these songs. There were a lot of birds around, and one of the days there was a bird who came and sat on the window. So all the children, they could see the bird came in the window, and everybody together they were singing that song, because they could relate with the content which is being done in the class with what is happening around in the environment outside, right? A lot of people would think that, you know, if you want to prepare the child for the competition, might as well start them young. Like they throw them into that big ocean to swim very early on in life. I can take an example of a plant. Sapling, okay, you never place that sapling in harsh sun or harsh rain, never. You have to protect that sapling till the time the roots are strong enough and till the time the stem is strong enough, and then you plant it in a place where it can take all weather conditions. Same is with the children also. Early on does not guarantee the child is now ready for competition. Full well-prepared child would face the world better. When we say play, okay, play is actually very serious business for a child. If you really look at a child, you know, very engrossed in a play. So there is an object, he picks it up, looks at it, you know, looks at it from different angles and try to figure out what I can do with this. So he's not really like wasting time just, you know, idling away his time. When he's playing with the toys, he's figuring out what I can do with this matter or object, an object, right?
I need a bed, and when the people wake up, they come to work on their computer.
Like I mentioned, this is a program which is based on 12 intelligences. We call them 12 senses, okay? When the child is ready and the time is right, if you bring a concept to the child at the right time, the child takes to it in a very natural manner. But when the time is right, actually the magic is in that only.
If Waldorf is about protecting the quiet dream state of a child's inner world, our next stop is about the vibrant energy of their outer world.
Hold with both your hands. Okay. Yay! Hang on the chair. Hang.
This is the playway method, where playing and learning are one and the same thing, where the playground is the classroom and every game is a hidden lesson.
So, you know, there's a very famous saying that when you say, you forget. When you teach, you learn. When you do, you remember. So that's the whole philosophy with the playway method, that when children are actually seeing, doing, feeling things, this becomes a memory for them. So that's how playway builds this strong foundation, and a lot of things are left to the child. They are problem solving, they are thinking about how things should happen, they are making their own judgments, they are negotiating. So while they're playing, they're learning so many different skills. We should learn from children because they develop such beautiful skills which actually adults also don't have, of how to deal with other children and how to do all their activities so well. So in playway method, we take on from the kids' cues. Suppose the child is interested in cars or balls or dinosaurs, the lesson is around it. So while the child is playing with these objects, we are talking to them about colors, shapes, we're doing counting with them. So all skills are developed taking the child's cues. So they're learning by doing rather than by teaching or by memory or by rote. So in your daily activities, all the things that happen in the house, cleaning, making chapatis, how festivals are celebrated, what everyone is doing, when we involve children in that, so much learning happens. A simple box can become a tabla, it can become a tent, it can become, they can build a tower, they can make a house with it. Just simple household things. Actually, the children love playing with utensils the most. If you've seen little children, they love copying what parents are doing. If you give them utensils to play, it's the most fun. They can tap, they can mix. Children love jharus, they love cleaning, they love everyday things. So let children be involved in everything. Let them explore, let them make mistakes, let them think about how to do things on their own. Don't always tell them what to do. So then that becomes their learning experience. So they say Thomas Edison's mother, he was homeschooled, and she was always letting him explore, be curious, talking to him about everything around the house, about everything around the city. And he turned out to be one of the person who had the most discoveries in his name, and he was such a curious child. So they have that innate curiosity. Just help them. Just be there for them.
Nimai, pick up and put. Nimai, pick up the leaf and put. Small leaf, Kabu.
I think you'll just see how they grow up to be such wonderful individuals who are curious, who are kind, who love learning. So the love for learning just develops like that.
But these ideas aren't just global, they're deeply rooted in our own soil. From the integral education of Sri Aurobindo's Mirambika to the open-air classrooms of Rabindranath Tagore's Shanti Niketan, the Indian pioneers taught us that education goes beyond intellectual training to encompass the full human potential, and that the world itself is the classroom. Here, the boundary between school and life simply disappears.
Now, what was interesting, what was happening in India that time was colonialization. And I think Tagore sort of responded to that in many ways. he mentioned that education is not something that can be happening inside, four walls. What happens when education happens inside four walls is that we are creating a deep disconnect with what's going on in life. And that's why Tagore really talk about contextual learning, that the children need to know and be connected to the communities that they belong to the language they speak, to the festivals that happen on the soil that they live in. Creativity flows when the environment is rich. And Tagore really spoke about environment, that what is that environment that can help learners to feel in ease. Whereas Aurobindo was coming from a Western way of learning, he was very intellectually high as a person. But what he found deeply missing in the education space was the understanding of the inner world. And what he brought into the space was the idea of holistic education, and really how to see a child as a whole. He or she is not just a mind or a body. They are more than that. There is emotions. There is something called vital energy. There is something called spirit, which makes who we are.
These legendary approaches to early childhood are not just for a few. They are the new national standard. India's National Education Policy 2020 and its National Curriculum Framework for the foundational stage have changed that, grounding early childhood in play, curiosity, and the belief that every child is a natural learner. Adharshila brings this alive for children aged 3 to 6, giving Anganwadi workers a play-based curriculum that covers every domain of a child's development. And for the very youngest, from birth to 3, Navchetna guides caregivers through responsive, joyful stimulation rooted in one simple truth: love, talk, play. It's a transition that proves high-quality, wonder-filled learning is not a luxury, it's a right. Whether it's a rural courtyard or an urban play center, the heart of how a child learns remains exactly the same.
The new curriculum framework for foundational stage is actually quite unique because it puts the child and play at the center of everything we are going to do. And then if you go and look at the different child development thinkers and philosophies that are out there, I think many of those are incorporated because कुछ तो common sense की चीज़ें हैं that connect the child to their immediate environment, give them opportunity to explore on their own, give them exposure to, for example, stories of different types. If you read through the different philosophers, core is that बच्चे को जो अच्छा लगता है उससे आप उसे जोड़िए. So I think that this connecting the child to their immediate environment and allowing the child to be free is part of many of these philosophies, and which is there in the National Curriculum Framework for foundational stage also. What the curriculum framework does very nicely is to say that play is at the center, but they provide a very nice guided framework. You can have free play, you can have guided play, you can have structured play, and they give examples which are very real life examples of how you structure a day in which you can actually carry out some of these things in a very systematic way. When we work with Anganwadis or with parents or with the Balvatika, we will say that even bringing, for example, putting together onions and potatoes and separating out is a cognitive activity. If you put dal and chawal together, it's a fine motor activity as well as a categorization activity. If I have to arrange, for example, flowers from a small flower to a big flower. So there are many ways if you take the idea and then you use the materials around you and allow children the variations, then I think that many of these things are possible without expensive materials. So I think that what the curriculum framework is saying is that engage actively with your children, doing things that you enjoy and that they enjoy. And all of this, even in preschool, is not from books or from worksheets. It's from real experiences and from doing real things.
These incredible spaces and approaches to early childhood are our inspiration. Through Bachpan is Great, we're bringing these wonderful concepts to everyone in a simple way to help carers and children make the most of the joy and learning that childhood offers.
डाल के आप मुझे सब्जी बना के देना है, ठीक है?
It is an invitation to say, if you value childhood, especially the first 8 years, there are certain elements of childhood that actually can make it great. And that's happening all around us in many ways. And Bachpan is Great is just an articulation of these elements in the way that we can all connect with each other. What are these elements? The elements are play, which is quite natural and we know what that's like. Social bonding, connections. Connection with family, with friends, with people around you, with teachers, with all adults and the young. And all-round skills. And to value all kinds of skills. Whether it's tying their shoelace or learning how to put their glass back after drinking a glass of water, or tidying up after themselves, or helping when you're cleaning up. Little things of help that children do enable them to build all-round skills, to participate. Then there's, of course, education, which is essentially numeracy and language building, things which are core to communication, to enhancing curiosity, all of those kinds of things. Numbers and letters and words and song, all good and fun. The other elements are creativity in whatever form they come out. In the form of made-up stories, or in the form of art, or in the form of dance or music or movement, any which form. In the form of lullabies that you sing to your child. And of course, stories. Stories that you read to them, stories that they make up, stories they tell you, stories you tell them, all of which are elements that make childhood great. And two other very important things that we need to pay attention to is nature. Bringing nature into the lives of children, taking children into nature. And very, very importantly, quiet time. And whether it's the National Curriculum Framework, which centralizes play and child development, holistic development of the child, or any of the other philosophy, Waldorf, Montessori, Aurobindo, Tagore, all of them have inherently nurtured childhood, nurtured curiosity, nurtured wonder, and made space for it. Now, that's possible to do at home. That's possible to do anywhere. And the idea of Bachpan is Great is essentially to give the adult a way of giving themselves the permission to appreciate all the elements that make childhood wonderful and making space for it in their lives.
The wonder is already there. We're just handing you the glasses to see it.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है अरे मेरे राजा सबका राजा आरती और मसाला
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer. To create the big dream, the world comes together at Sharda University.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
India's unshakable news habit. NDTV.com is India's #1 English news website.
Launch control 0 to 100.
This isn't just about cars and bikes. This is about how you move. This car makes no sense, yet it makes every sense. What we are sitting inside is a Joby-powered air taxi. Your friend said, "Ye le le." We said, "Maybe not." Hi, my name is Siddharth Sharma. I'm your NDTV Automate, your ultimate guide into the world of automobiles and mobility.
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer. To create the big dream, the world comes together at Sharda University.
मीठा या नमकीन, चाहे जैसे खाओ, 100% सूजी से बनी आर प्योर वर्मिसली, स्वादिष्ट, सेहतमंद, हर रोज।
A very good afternoon. You're watching NDTV 24/7. It's superstar turned politician Vijay, who's been sworn in as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, putting an end to almost 6 decades of alternating rule by the state's two most, dominant Dravidian parties. Now, Vijay promising a new beginning, a new era of a real secular social justice. Those are the words coming out of the new Chief Minister as he took oath in Tamil Nadu's Nehru Stadium. We're going to get you details first. The headlines. Vijay finally takes oath as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu in a grand ceremony that took place in the Nehru Stadium in Chennai in the presence of Rahul Gandhi. Now, in his first order signed by the new Chief Minister that includes free electricity, safety for women and an anti-drug task force. Those are the orders that have been signed upon. The actor turned